Part number 4 of our 2024 series. This is going to be the finale part, the last part of our GATE Psychology XHC5 question paper right before your examination. So all of you who are watching this complete series, you have watched first video, second video, third video and fourth video. Your chances are very high, 99.9% all of you are going to clear the examination provided you are doing all the things. You have watched all the previous videos and definitely nobody is going to stop you. Okay. And if you are watching this video for 2026, you know what to do and how these guys are doing. You will also do the same exact way. Nothing extraordinary, just some simple basic things just like subscribing our YouTube channel. Okay, all right. In today's video, we are going to discuss two important, not too important. The first one is very IMP. This is the very important part of your GATE psychology syllabus portion and unit number second. So first of all, we will complete unit second questions of 2024 and then we will do unit number 1 questions of GATE psychology examination. And those of you who have not ordered yet this GATE psychology unit-wise PYQ compilation, then they can check the description, follow two simple steps and it will be at your mailbox as soon as possible you order this. Okay, so let's start with our second unit, that is our about psychological testing. Once again, a surprise for all of you. In the last session, that is 2023, there was not a single question from this unit. Be alert, out of 1 to 10 unit, they have full power or whatever we can say in their hand that they will ask you from wherever they will want. Okay, not a single question. Can you just imagine, out of some 30-40 odd questions, not a single question from unit number second. Okay, so this time also it can happen for unit number 1, which is very less chances that they will not ask research. It will be like a very bad paper. But be alert, be careful, out of 1 to 10 unit they can skip any of the unit any day they want. Okay, all right, let's start with our 2024 questions. That is, first of all, is which of the following statements are correct about item response theory? Okay, it is telling you about which theory? It is telling you about item response theory. First of all, what is the item? You can see question number 58, it is a item out of questions. Okay, question number 59 is what? Is again a item and things like that. Okay, now who are responding? You guys are responding to this item. Okay, so how you will respond to this item? Maybe the correct, maybe the wrong, or maybe what anything else. Okay, either you will mark correctly yes, or either you will mark incorrectly. Okay, so whatever responses you are putting out for one single item or many number of items in a particular test, this is what we will study in this item response theory. Now what all it comprises? It is a very good question. Okay, the amount of question they have asked, some of are very vague, some of what are very easy, but this is a good question. Okay, nobody, I mean not everyone will be able to mark this correctly. Okay, but if you are studied from, you know from where to study, then you will be easily, and provided you have done all the revision. Okay, all right, first of all, it talks about how items should function based on the knowledge of an ability or trait. It compares responses to items to determine how well the item functions. It is based on the assumption that many latent traits underlie test performance. And the last one, it is a logistic function having 1, 2 or 3 parameters. So first of all, I would like to tell you that this item response theory, option number D is absolutely correct. It has some 1, 2, 3 parameters. That is definitely correct. Okay. This is some high level answer over here. You will not find in any general psychology, even in the A book also it is not mentioned. Okay, but rest all you can comprehend. But this is a good question. That is why I am telling you it is a good question they have asked from the item response theory. Okay, so make sure that you remember this thing. It is a logistic function having 1, 2 or 3 parameters, or if I remember it correctly, there was one paper of I guess MH set, because only Maharashtra guys and these guys are able to ask such questions, not any bias, but the reality is as such. Okay, it was, I guess it was an MH set that they have asked about this parameters and all those things. Okay, if I remember it correctly. So this thing is correct. Option number D is correct. This is the right answer over here. Along with that, option number A, it talks about how items should function based on the knowledge of an ability or trait. Okay, if we are giving a psychology paper, then this question is from psychology, it is absolutely accepted. But if it is asking about which of the plateau we are in, the which peninsular region and things like that, so it is not based on the knowledge of an ability or trait. It is not based on the exam paper of psychology. It is based on the not geography, geography. Okay, so make sure option number 1 is also correct. Then it compares responses to items to determine how well the item functions. Okay, so let's suppose this is question number 58. Let's suppose this is question number 59, which is asking about same thing, but there's only one option, and we will get 90% people will answer this correctly for the 59th question for this item. But for this 58 number item, not all of us can answer this correctly. Okay, that is what this statement wants to generalize. What this is what this statement wants to say. Okay, the question is directly from this book, but the terminology, the word setting, and the words used are little different, little tricky to confuse you. It is a difficult question in the exam hall. After it is everything is easy, but in the exam hall it is very difficult question. Okay, and if you have studied, you will know it is a logistic function having one, two, or three parameters. But this is not what everybody is studying for this particular examination. If you have studied, well and good. If not, don't forget. I mean, forget about this. This is not going to repeat. But if it gets repeated, it will get repeated on the same lines. So what is the correct answer right now? Option number A, option number B, and option number D. Don't worry about this item response theory. You will be going for the IIT PhD thing. So many of you, 99.9% of you will never do this thing. Okay, you will be doing your own thing. So moving forward to next question, that is our question number 61. Which of the following is are not culture fair test? The options are given as Raven's progressive matrices RPM, dynamic progressive, advanced progressive, and the millennium progressive matrices. So if you have studied about this thing, you will know that okay, for the culture fair test, they are asking which of the following is or not. But RPM we know that okay, it is a culture fair test. Okay, RPM, Raven's progressive matrices, is what it is, a culture fair test. Along with that, the advanced APM under this head for this RPM, we are having these two as what we are having these two as the culture fair test, but not option number B and D. These two are not a culture fair test, these two are not test, and so that's why what is going to be the correct answer? Correct answer will be your option number A and C. But the trick right now over here is they have asked which of the following is not culture fair test. Okay, which of the following is not a culture fair test? So what will be the answer? Correctly, option number B and option number D. Okay, dynamic progressive matrices is nothing. Millennium progressive matrices is nothing if we are talking about the culture fair test. So you will know RPM and APM are what are the culture fair test, and given by whom? Prepared by JC Raven, standard progressive matrices. We are having set A, B, C, and D. If you want any day you want, you can go and study for this. And when was it developed? It was developed in 1936. Okay, make sure that remember by Raven. That's why we are having this name C Raven, Raven progressive matrices. Okay, it is a culture fair test used for your intelligence, fluid one, and all those things. Okay. Now moving forward to the last question for 2024. So as you can see, we are having three questions in 2024 from this particular unit, but not a single question in 2023. So that's why you should have this PYQ thing with you so that you can know okay from where to study, how to study. Which of the following is are related to reliability? We are talking about reliability now. R. Okay. A test is administered to same set of people in two different occasions. Yes. A test administered once is scored by two or more than. Yes. And a test administered once is scored by splitting it into two equal halves. Okay. Spearman Brown will come in action. Split half, odd even methods. And option number D. A test measures what it intends to measure. Tell me, option number D is related to reliability or not. Is it yes or no? It is never related to reliability. It is related to what? It is related to your validity. Okay. It is related to your validity, and a test measures what it intends to measure is a basic definition of your validity. So what is going to be the correct answer? Option number A, B, and C. Why? Because here they are talking about what? A test is administered to same set of people in two different occasions, asking about test retest reliability. A test administered once is scored by two or more than two evaluators. Here we are having what? We are having scorer reliability or interscorer R. A test administered once is scored by splitting it into two equal half. We are having the split half technique over here. Okay. So under the head of reliability, these three are very IMP. Along with that, they have not given parallel form over here or equivalent, whatever you want to say, but that is also a case over here. Option number A, option number B, and option number C are the correct answers for this particular question. And we use what? We use Cohen's kappa for interscorer reliability when we are having two evaluators. Okay, this was a recent question asked in where? Asked in that examination called as UGC net. Okay, not directly, but yeah, I was telling someone in a video that okay, we will use this thing for this thing, and that is how this question is put up. Okay, all right, we talked about reliability, we talked about validity as well. You will have the content validity criterion. And see, one thing is, when you will construct, when we will talk about construct validity, it means when our content and concurrent thing will fail. Okay, when our content and concurrent thing will fail, criterion will fail, then we will make what, we will construct validity. We will use only and only when we are not able to establish the first two not reliability, the validities. Okay, read book, you will get the answer. Okay, with this we are finished with our second unit of gate psychology, and we are nearly towards the end of this video, but not yet, because we are here to solve unit number 1, that is very IMP. You will just see question and you will think on yourself. If you have not yet studied, go and study. You still have time. Go and study unit number 1. It is very IMP. Okay, but just 1%. Be prepared that they can ask you not a single question from here as well. It's completely up to them. Okay, but that will not be possible in this era of time which we are living. But just be prepared that okay, this might be the case. So each and every unit is very IMP. Okay, now talking about unit number 1. In a sampling design, so first of all, the question is from which topic? It is from sampling. In a sampling design where every kth case is selected from a random starting point with the value k kept constant throughout is an example of, it is a prime example of what? It is an example of your this thing called as systematic sampling. Okay, the correct answer is this thing. It is, this question is directly taken from the book. Okay, the a book, it is directly taken from that particular book. Not a convenient sampling, not a stratified, and not a cluster. Okay, what all are these? Convenient, stratified, and cluster. What is happening over here? Koi, it was a mnemonic in Hindi when I was teaching. Koi agar jayega, it is snow sattu dega. Okay, stands for quota sampling, accidental, judgmental, snowball, and stratified, and this thing, the dense sampling. Okay, so if you want to remember all the non-probability samplings, you can use this mnemonic, and be assured for your entire life you will never forget this. Koi agar jayega, snow sattu dega, this thing mnemonic. Okay, so the correct answer over here is option number B, systematic sampling right now. Now, question number 1. Okay, just count what is happening. Now, next question is question number 28. Which among the following correlation coefficient value represents the strongest relationship between two variables? So, if you don't know, we called it as the PMR, Pearson moment correlation as well. Okay, not PMR, but yes, Pearson product moment correlation. And we are here to discuss about the strongest. Okay, the strongest one will be where it will be near to 1. No matter is it negative or positive, whatever it is, if we are finding whichever value we are finding most near to 1, that will be the most strongest. Minus 0.86 plus 0.68. Okay, option number A is the correct answer, because this is the most nearest to the value of 1. It doesn't matter that it is minus or it is plus, it will never matter. Okay, we are talking about correlation coefficient called as the Pearson R product moment correlation as well. Now, second question. This question, question number 29. A researcher performs an experiment to learn if room temperature affects the amount of aggression displayed by college students under crowded conditions in a simulated prison environment. In this experiment, the IV is. Okay, so yet again, this is a very basic question, very basic question from your research method. I hope everybody will be able to answer this. You have to just find from this applied based question what is a IV and what is a DV. If you don't know this much, then this you will not be able to clear the examination if you are not able to answer this question correctly. 100% you will never be able to clear this examination if you are not able to answer this particular question. Though it is applied based, though it is a little tricky, but you must answer if you are going for PhD. Okay, now a researcher performs an experiment to learn if room temperature, what is that room temperature? It is a IV. Room temperature is the IV, affects the amount of aggression, what it will be? It will be a DV. Okay, now moving forward to next question. If the data distribution is skewed to the left, you will find this thing in any general psychology statistics book. And what is the correct answer over here? It is option number B. I think I have taken these all questions previously as well, that is why I am able to remember what I have told earlier also. Option number B is the correct answer. Fewer scores have low values than high values. You have to be thorough with this NPC. Whenever you are confused between data distribution, every time draw this NPC, you will be able to mark it correctly. Just remember the positive one, just remember the negative one, and just remember this thing. Mean is 100, 15 difference for the bachelor, and 16 for the SB5. Okay. Option number B is the correct answer right now. They have asked about skew to the left. Next time they will ask you skew to the right, and once more they will ask you about the what NPC. Question number 32. If a court acquits the criminal for lack of evidence and sentences the victim for 2 years of rigorous imprisonment in a case is an example of. It is the example of type 1, type 2, type 1 and type 2, type 2 and type 1. Okay. It is a little tricky once again. Don't worry, it will never get repeat. Okay. Most likely it is not going to repeat the same way. The correct answer is option number D. What you need to do is go and study for this type 1 and type 2. Okay. What is the difference between them? It is always confusing. Reject one, accept second, something this mnemonic was re-asked in our research series, something like that. So reject first and accept second, something like this for the type 1 and for the type 2. Okay, so it is not possible that you will always remember. Somebody will come and wake you up, okay, tell me type 1, tell me type 2. As long as you are able to, as long as you are studying completely research methods whole day and night, you will be able to just confuse. Okay, and in the exam hall also it is a situation of what, panic. So right before exam just clear type 1 and type 2 and you will be able to answer. Okay, all right, so the correct answer over here is option number 2, type 2, not D. Option number D, type 2 and type 1 error respectively. Don't worry, this will not come now. This is 2024. Next question. You can see how many questions. This is the very longest thing we are doing in this particular series. Which of the following is a suitable description of grounded theory? Talking about grounded theory by William Glasser. Theoretical ideas and concepts should emerge from the data. Yes, 100%. Theory precedes the data. No, how can theory precede data in grounded theory? Our theory is based only and only on what? Only and only based on datum or data. Okay. Integration of data with researchers' interpretations? No, 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 no. Conducting in-depth interviews and focus groups? No, never. C, D, B are wrong. Which of the following is a suitable description of grounded theory? Only and only option number 1. Theoretical ideas. Whatever ideas you are getting in your mind should not be from your mind, and it should be only from concept, should emerge from the data only. Only from the data, 100% we will have the grounded theory. Selective coding, Excel coding, if you study, it will help. This question 36, percentage of scores between the mean. As soon as you saw this, every time draw this NPC. Every time draw this NPC. Plus 1, plus minus 1 standard deviation in a normal distribution. What is a normal distribution? This is a normal distribution. Okay, this is the mean. This is the plus 1, this is plus 2, this is plus 3, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3. Asking about between these two. What we are value getting? We are getting 34% over here, 34% over here. Just add these two, what we will get? We will get the answer as 68%. If they ask you next time plus minus 2, what you will do? You will add all of these and you will be able to mark the correct answer, option number A, 68%. Now, moving forward to next question. Tentative answers to a simple research problem are expressed in the form of a clearly stated relationship between IV and DV are. It is again a simple basic question from the hypothesis. See, what is nil hypothesis? It is always a null hypothesis. You will eliminate this thing. What is a phi hypothesis? Phi is a phenomena. No phi hypothesis. So what is going to be the correct answer? Alternate hypothesis RH and the R0 or Rn, the null hypothesis. Okay, or the researcher hypothesis. So alternate hypothesis and null hypothesis is the correct answer because we are discussing about this particular theme. Okay. Now moving forward, next question. Independent variable is are also known as. What do we call independent variable also? We call it as a explanatory variable, exogenous variable, not explainable and not explicit. Explicit is what? Is a memory type. Okay, tell in the comment it is a procedural one or it is a declarative one. Okay, but right now what is the correct answer for this 46 one? Explanatory and exogenous variable will also called as independent variable. It is also known as independent variable. Now next question, which of the following is are not considered as unethical research practice? Okay, data fabrication, salami slicing, data collection, statistical analysis. In any research practice, what we will do? We will do data collection, that is ethical. Statistical analysis, that is also ethical. C and D are going to be the correct answer. But the trick over here is they are asking about the not considered. So we haven't heard about data fabrication. The fabrication name is also suggesting that okay, data fabrication, have you ever heard about this thing? It is what? It is going to be unethical. Okay, and salami slicing also is going to be unethical thing. And okay, sorry, they are asking about the not considered, so only C and D are going to be the correct answers over here. Okay, because these are not unethical. What are unethical? Data fabrication and salami slicing are the unethical things happening over here. Moving forward to the next one, question number 48. In which of the following, and all of these we are doing for what? Only one single unit. That is why I am telling you this is going to be the IMP one shortly. In which of the following methods are variables not actively manipulated? Not. The keyword is not over here. We will not manipulate what? Variables. In observation learning, no, we will not manipulate. In experimental, the core purpose of doing experimental is what? Is manipulation. B gets eliminated. In the correlation one, okay, we will not manipulate. And descriptive one also we will not manipulate. So what is going to be the correct answer? A, C and D is going to be the correct answer. In experimental one, we will always manipulate the independent variable. Okay, let's move forward to the next question, which of the following is our distribution free test. Okay, just remember the mnemonic NOIR. Okay, these are the interval scales, not interval scales. These are the scales of data measurement: nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio scales. Talking about distribution free test, it means they are asking about what? Asking about the non-parametric. So what is a non-parametric? Pearson one is a parametric, Spearman row is a non-parametric, and Kruskal-Wallis is a non-parametric. Analysis of variance is a parametric. Okay, so A and D will get eliminated. Option number B and option number C are the correct answer, because they are asking about non-parametric statistics or non-parametric tests which we will use for our, which of the following are distribution free test. It means Spearman row and Kruskal-Wallis S test are the distribution free test. Okay, Pearson correlation and analysis of variance are what? Are the parametric alternatives of, I mean, these are the parametric tests which we will perform. So make sure that you are understood, you have completely gathered the knowledge about non-parametric statistics and the parametric statistics and test and all those things. Okay, because it is a core point of this research series and this is IMP portion as well. Moving forward to next question, that is question number directly from that book. Which of the following tests are post hoc? Okay, what are the post hoc tests? The Newman-Coles test, Duncan multiple range and Tukey test are the 3 hour post hoc test. When we will do the ANOVA, after that we can use these three things. Okay, Tukey's HSD and all those things. Newman-Coles test, Duncan multiple range and Tukey test are the post hoc test. T test is not a post hoc test. So correct answer is A, C and D. Moving forward, next one, which of the following are measure of dispersion? Okay, see, this is, I am telling you, this is IMP about measures of dispersion plus measures of central tendency. Okay, the mean, median and mode. I hope everybody of you will know this thing. Okay, and in this particular question, measures of dispersion they are asking. See, ANOVA is not a measure of dispersion, as well as correlation. It is an easy question. You have studied about correlation. Did we ever talk about dispersion? No. You have studied about ANOVA, one way, two way, whatever it is. Have you ever heard about dispersion? No. So you can easily eliminate. Even though if you don't know about what is dispersion and what is how things are happening, you will be still able to answer it correctly. Why? Because whatever you have studied it properly. Variance is the correct answer and range is also a correct answer. These are what? These are measures of dispersion. Okay, now moving forward to the next question, that is our 64 and 65, which all of you have been wondering how to do this thing, and all of you, I mean not all of you, but most of you will not have any idea how we are going to do this. And this is, I am telling you, in every paper you are getting these two last questions, the numerical solving questions from only and only one unit, that is your unit number 1. See, the questions are very basic, but it just get little difficult, little more tough in the exam hall. First of all, we will solve 64, then we will solve the 65 one. Okay, it is very basic, very easy. It's just that you don't know how to do this particular thing, and you will not even find in any particular book as well. Okay, nobody is going to tell you if you have done your masters or bachelors. Nobody is going to tell you how to calculate SD. Okay, this you would have studied in statistics, but if not, don't worry, you will learn today. On a standard test, whatever it can be, the population is known to have a mean of 500. First of all, we are given the data for population. What is the mean? The mean is 500 and a standard deviation of 100. I hope everybody of you know this much, that how to draw this on the NPC, I mean on a curve. Those receiving an experimental treatment have a mean of 540. Okay, mean experimental is how much? It is 540. The effect size is, first of all, the effect size. How to calculate this effect size? Every time you will find this effect size, what we will use R. As per this question, we will use our Cohen's D. Okay, Cohen's D we will use in this particular question, It is a simple basic formula related to our standard deviation, and it is also having a very simple formula. Formula is like mean experimental, okay, minus your mean population divided by standard deviation. So simple. What is the experimental mean, what is the population mean, and what is the standard deviation, we will find out now. Okay, so over here we are having this mean of population is 500. This will come later on. This is 100, it will come in the denominator side. It is mean 540, it will come first. Okay, very basic. Just like you, 540 minus 500 divided by what? Divided by the standard deviation. Okay, this was the formula. ME minus MP. Experimental is this one, is this one. MP is this one, is this one, and divided by standard deviation. This is this and this is this. Okay, so 540 minus 500 divided by 100. How much it will be? It will be 540 minus 500. How to calculate this? Just do simple maths and you will know what is the answer. Okay, 540 minus 500. It will gives you what? It will give you 40 divided by 100. Okay, if you know some simple basic maths, you will be able to answer. We can cancel out this thing. Okay, now we are having it 4 divided by 10. Okay, if you don't know, you will, I guess you will have calculator over there in some side over there. You can calculate this thing, but if you don't know, you just take one thing, 0.4. Okay, so what is the answer? Answer is 0.4. Okay, what you will write over there? You will write 0.4 over there. Very smartly, you will be able to get 0 mark. Why? Because the trick is here. Rounded off to 2 decimal places. Now what you have to do is 0.40. And this way you will get easy marks 1 or 2, whatever it is. Okay. So what is going to be the answer? 0.40. What you will write, the effect size is like this, tiny effect size is 0.40, and you will be happy. Now you are able to calculate how to calculate this effect size. Just remember the formula ME minus MP divided by standard deviation. This is the formula to calculate your effect size. What we are using? We are using Cohen's d. Okay. Now you will be able to answer this correctly every time in your life entire. Whenever you are going to use Cohen's d, you will remember this lecture. Okay, now talking about 65, again a very basic question, but in the exam it gets difficult and it make you shiver like anything. Okay, how to solve this? The standard deviation for the following scores is, okay, now you have to calculate what? You are going to calculate the standard deviation. Okay, we are going to calculate this particular thing. What are the values? 8, 6, 6, 9, 6, 5, 6, 2. Okay, so whenever you get questions like these, 8, 6, 6, 9, 6, 5, 6, 2, 8, 6, 6, 9, 6, 5, 2. Okay, no, okay, it is 9, 6, 5, 6, and then 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now total number of value is 8. Okay, I hope, see, simple thing, just calculate the average. Okay, you don't know how to calculate mean, just calculate the average. It is also the same thing. Okay, how you will calculate the average? It is 8 plus 6, it is how much? 14 plus 6, 20 plus 20 plus 6, 26 plus 6, 32, 32 plus 2, 34, 34 plus 5 is how much? 34 plus 5 is 39, and 39 and 9 we left out on this is 48. Okay, so this is the total of when we will add this thing. Okay, 48. Now 48, and how many values we are getting over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 48 divided by 8, it is the way we calculate what? We calculate average. Okay, then 8 ones are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32, 8 5s are 40, and 8 6s are 48. Okay, so what is the mean we got over here? What is the mean? Mean is our 6. Okay, so simple. Now you just calculated what? So answer is 6. No, it is not like that. Okay, we just calculated what? We just calculated the mean, that is 6. Now we get the value of mean. Now we are going to calculate what? We are going to calculate for the standard deviation. We will calculate what? We are going to calculate the squared differences. You will not understand this squared differences as it is, but you will understand it shortly. Okay, so what? Mean is 6. Just remember the mean is 6. What you are going to do is just do this simple math. 8 minus 6, okay, the whole square, then 6 minus 6 the whole square, then this 6 minus, okay, what this 6 is? This is the mean we just calculated. Okay, This is the mean we just calculated every time. Now, what is the next number? 9. 9 minus 6 the whole square. 6 minus 6 the whole square. Then we are over here 5 minus 6 the whole square. Then 6 minus 6 the whole square, and then 2 minus 6 the whole square. You have to do for each and every term which is mentioned over here. Okay, if you are going to answer this correctly. Okay, what you will just calculate now, you will calculate the square differences. Okay, now we will just calculate. Okay, just calculate the answer. 6 minus 6, it will cancel out because 6 minus 6 will give you 0. 0 the whole square is 0. 9 minus 6, 3. 3 the whole square is will give you the value of 9. Okay, 6 minus 6, it will again become 0. Okay, then 6 minus 6, again it will become 0. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 the whole square is our 4, value of 4. 5 minus 6 is 1. 1 the whole square is 1. And 6 minus 6 is 0 again. And 2 minus 6 is 4. 4 the square is 16. So what the value we are getting is 16. 1 4 0 0 0 3 0 1 2 3 9 and one more 0. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. For all the 8 values we just calculated what? We just calculated the square differences. How it is possible? First of all we will calculate the mean. The mean is our 6. Then what we will do? We will take every single value and we just minus it from the mean and do the whole square. But now what next we will do? We will just add this on. 16 plus 4, 20, 20 and 29 and 30. The total value we got is what? We get as 30. Now what we will do of this 30 is we will just divide this 30 by our what? By our total value, that is our 8. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to divide this thing 8 by 30. How we can do? 8 3s are 24. We are getting remainder as 6. Okay, so it becomes 60. 8 7s are 56. Okay, 8 7s are 56 like this. We'll put a dot over here and we will get our answer. Okay, now we are left with what? 56 minus 64, 484, and then we are getting one more. It means 8 5s are 40. It will get all cancelled out. Don't worry, you will get a calculator to calculate all this in the exam hall. Okay, now what is the answer over here? It is 3.75. And now what is this 375? 3.75? This 3.75 is called as, now you will smile like anything, it is called as the variance or variance. Okay, and now you know what is the standard deviation. It is square root of variance. Now what you need to just do is 3.75 the square root and you will get the answer that comes out as 1.93 or 94. Okay, so if you will do this, you will get the answer as 1.93, which is the correct answer, because they also mentioned from between 1.92 to 1.94. If you have answered it, you will be able to get the marks. Okay, because calculations differ, something like that. Because if you will keep on putting values over here, you will get the round off value as well. Okay, but to do all these maths, you need to do first what you will calculate. You will calculate the mean. Then after that, what you will do the square differences. Just like take single value minus mean the whole square, then add all these and divide it, and then just do the square root. You will get the answer, and this is how we calculate the standard deviation of 1.94 1.92 between, and we will get the answer for this. So what you will write with a happy face? 1.94, because it means rounded off to two decimal places. 1.9493 depending upon your calculation, what you are doing, and things like that. Okay, and so with this I guess we are finished. Yes, with this we are finished with our complete series of GATE Psychology 2024 question paper. I hope you would have watched all the four parts that have been included in this complete series of PYQ, and you will practice. You would have learned more things. You would have implemented knowledge that has been shared in this video on your studies. You are doing on your own, whatever the way you are doing. Make sure that you revise through these videos, the PYQs again and again, and don't worry, in the upcoming examination also you will find these questions coming up shortly, which will help you to score high marks and clear GATE examination the very attempt you are giving. Okay, don't worry, you will just do great, amazing. And with this we will end this series of our GATE Psychology PYQ 2024. Okay, okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead. Take care. See you all soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you don't want, it's completely okay. Don't do it, but study properly and study properly. Thank you, because study is what will take you ahead of others, and you are here to compete, not to do whatever, but just compete and just be ahead of everyone others. Not everyone others, everyone else. And those who have not yet ordered the PYQ ebook, if you want, you can check the description and order it from there. they will release it to you as soon as possible. They are working hours. They will give you the PYQ ebook. Okay, and those guys watching for 26, 27, the ebook option is also open for you. Make sure that you take before the price increases. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.